Welcome everybody to Crypto Rosetta. My name is Savage. Today we're going to be having a look at FLOKI INU. This is going to be a higher time frame video. We will also be doing a lower time frame video which can be found up above. So check that out if that's more what you're interested in. Let's get into the charts and see what's going on. Okay, so we don't have a lot of history here. So we only have price history from the 17th of September 2021. And because of this reason, we always need to be careful. Just because we have a low in place here, it doesn't mean that we cannot set a new low. We need to always be aware of this fact. So there are two ways that I'm currently looking at this. We could argue that this move to the downside has been the first leg of a corrective structure. We could see something like this, where this whole move has just been an A, B, and a C to the upside here. Looking at this as an X wave, and we did actually reject off this 0.618. And if this is the case, what we could be then looking for is the potential for this Y wave to the downside. Now this Y wave 1-to-1 would actually be looking to bring us down here towards this 9340. But if we do look at this 0.618, this is also particularly interesting to me. Now, there's a couple of reasons why this is interesting to me. The potential of actually coming back into this central channel line, as well as this being the minimum requirement for a Y wave. If we do see a 3-wave move to the downside, bringing us back into these lower ranges, potentially this would be enough where this could actually be this Y wave completed into this low. So we need to just be careful that if we see 3 waves here, we do have potential to come down to this 1-to-1, but it doesn't necessarily have to. And the fact that we'd be looking for that possibility of a double bottom here would be very interesting to me indeed if we do start to push down into those levels. Now, we can also argue that this correction could actually be forming to the upside rather, where what we are saying is that looking at this structure as an A, B, and a C for this W wave, what we could have is an X wave here, and then looking for this Y wave to the upside. Now, we did come down into the zone of this 179,148. And we have done this in 3 waves. So this could be enough to complete this X wave. Alternatively, we could also see something bigger like this form, where we actually form a bigger 3-wave structure here, looking to come down deeper into this target box. So this target box is actually here between this 179,148 to this 84478 as a potential support zone coming in lower down here. So if we do see continuation to the downside here, particularly this golden pocket area here, will be very interesting for me to keep an eye on. This 131,376 to this 120,778 as a potential retracement into these highs. So if we do break down here, we're going to be keeping an eye on that target area. If, however, we do look to maintain this low here, which we have at this 183,480, what we could see is price could start to form structure to the upside here, looking for another 3-wave move to the upside, looking for this move as a bigger Y wave. So we'd want to see an A, B, and a C to the upside here, looking to complete this. Now, if we're looking at this to the upside here, once again, just above this W wave area here, we do have this 0.618, which would be this 930982. So we'll be keeping an eye on this area as a potential ending point, as well as that if we do look for that confluence with the channel, then potentially this 1-to-1 target here of this 2562005 is a very interesting target as well. So we're going to have to keep an eye on this. Now, it is possible this could look to progress to the upside like this, but we just need to be aware there are some more bearish counts where we could be looking to come back into this or actually start that Y wave. So if we are looking at the other options to the upside, what we could actually have is a very bullish count. And this would be looking at this as 1-2-1-2 here. Now, the key thing here is invalidation would be this 68,600. If we look to turn around from where we are here, we would have come down just shy of this 0.618 here, and we have actually come down deep enough. Now, it is possible that within this structure, what we could get is another leg to the upside and another move to the downside here. But if we are looking at this as a 1-2-1-2 here, really I don't want to see this extend out and become bigger, because I want to see this stay at least a little bit proportional to this primary degree wave 1 and 2 here. Now, if this is the case and we are looking to maintain this low, this 3rd wave would only be confirmed by a bigger push up here towards the 7170662. And this would then put us in line to set this additional 4th and a 5th and another 4th and a 5th, which could actually look to push us up towards this zone of this 32680297 to this 15924952 area. So that would be looking at this as a 5th wave to the upside. If we do get a 5-wave move like this, we would have to then watch the retracement to see how we react, because we don't have a lot of data here to work with. Now, another way that we could look at this is that because we actually didn't come down and invalidate this move, we could argue this is 1, 2, 3 up into here. This is actually a fourth wave. We came very close to invalidation, but we didn't cross this wave one high. And the key difference with this is that this would be actually looking for a smaller 5-wave move. So if we see price continuing to hold this low over here and we start to see 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to the upside, potentially we could see this target come in here, this 1541684 to this 930713 region. That would be the lower range of this. We would also have to be careful of this third wave high and the potential of setting a double top here, but effectively as a normal fifth wave, this would be where we'd be looking at as a target. Now the higher end of this would align with coming back into this channel here, and this is basically drawn from the wave 2 to the wave 4 and then projected up to this wave 3 height. So we need to just keep an eye on this to see if we do actually get this fifth wave developing in this way here. So this would be looking at this structure in a 5-wave move. Now the key thing here is if we do actually develop a 5-wave move to the upside here, what we'd then be looking for is this as an A wave or wave 1. We'd get a look for a B wave or wave 2, and then that C wave or wave 3 to the upside. Now the key zone here would be this 84873. I would not want to see us lose this zone. If we start to lose that, it becomes more likely we're going to actually look to invalidate this structure and actually cross this 48133, which is an invalidation for both of those impulsive targets. So we need to just be on the lookout for that. Now back to this idea of this as either an X wave that is expanding here, or that we are actually beginning this Y wave to the downside. What we could actually see here is that this could actually be an internal for that corrective count, where we actually see this as a bigger W, an X, and a Y, in which case what we could get is a 3-wave move, and this could become A, B, and C. Or what we could get here is that within this structure, we could get this as this WXYXZ. So within this, the key zone that I'm keeping an eye on here is this 1-to-1 of this previous X wave, which would actually bring us back into this top of this channel here. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. If we see a 3-wave move here where this is A, B, and then we see something like this as a C wave to the upside, I will be keeping an eye on this zone as a potential rejection area. And if we do look to move up into this channel, then that could align with the idea of coming back down here for this Z wave. We'd be looking at this as a 153.794 to as a 1-to-1 level. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. If we do see 3 waves up here, failing to break out of this channel, then potentially we could see that continuation to the downside in this Z wave. Now, if we do see this as a WXYXZ here, I would be more inclined to be leaning towards the idea that this is an A wave, but it could technically still be this X wave over here. So this idea of having a push to the upside after this would still be viable, but what we'd have to do is actually make sure that we get back above these highs. And if we just start to see a 3-wave move to the upside, what we could get is bigger A, B, and C. And this would align with the idea of looking to come back down in this Y wave. So this is why we need to be careful how we react off the back of this. So this is just one way of looking at this. Like I said earlier, that we could also potentially just argue that what we have here is this as a W, X, and a Y, in which case I would be more inclined to think that this is an A wave here. And what we'd be looking for would be this potential of a B and a C wave to the downside. Same idea here, really looking for the potential to come into this white target box here, which would actually be looking at this this area here of this 513,100 to this 351,192 as a possible rejection area, looking for a 3-wave move to the upside. This golden pocket would be particularly interesting to me because it aligns with the top end of this channel. And if we did have to see something like this where we come back up into these zones, what we could then see is that price could actually then be gravitated in the C wave to the downside towards this 114473 region. So this is why, you know, if we just see 3 waves to the upside here and not that 5-wave move, then what we need to be careful of is the idea that this could still be looking for that corrective structure to the downside, in which case that 1-to-1 would be here towards this 114473 area. One thing I am just also being mindful of is the potential that because we have some 5-wave structure here, so the way I'm counting this move currently is that this is ABC, so this is a zigzag, but what we do have is a 5-wave move to the downside here. So we need to be very careful of that idea, because whenever we get a 5-wave move down, we need to just be on the lookout that if we did have to see a move down past this 96799, what this could actually mean is that we could be getting some extension here, and that in fact this is not a corrective structure, and what we could get is this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we'd have a potential another third and fourth here. So then we'd be looking for this additional structure. If we start to break down like this, we'd have to be on the lookout here that potentially we could have something. It wouldn't really make sense as a diagonal with the shape here, but it could at least be a bigger A, B, and a C, something like this. So we need to just be on the lookout for that 5-wave potential. If we start to break down deep towards this 96799, then I would be leaning more towards the idea that this move is starting to extend out here. It's not my primary expectation here. An interesting thing here, if we look at this whole area as a range, we can see that we actually came down towards this value area low. And what we are doing now is currently sitting between these two areas. If we do see price move back to the upside here, where this becomes an A, this becomes a B, and we get this C wave to the upside, I will be very cautious around this point of control, this 359267. If we reject off of this, this could be that indication that we could see price actually look to break down in a bigger way, where potentially that B wave might not be as high as we were anticipating within this idea of this W, X, and a Y, and potentially this would be looking only to come towards this 50% level. So we need to always be careful of this. It would make more sense for it to go into the top of this channel, but if we actually just look to sweep these highs here, then potentially we could just get something just past this 50% here, looking to take out some of these highs, looking to retest this consolidation area, and then see this 1-to-1 actually look to push us down lower here towards this 94829 as a possible 1-to-1 target. So need to just be careful of that. As well as that, if we do see price actually start to move to the upside in a bigger way here, I will still be cautious towards this value area high and that possibility of looking to set a double top here, because even if we get this as an A wave and we get a bigger B wave to the upside, unless we get good 5-wave structure, then we need to just be cautious that this whole thing could still be a bigger corrective move. Even if we do sweep this high here, unless we have good structure in this move as a 5-wave move, then we need to just be careful of that idea that we could still look for this corrective structure to the downside. Okay, so I'm going to leave the video there. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on those bell notifications so you never miss a video. Leave us some feedback down below, and also in the description you'll find a link to the Discord. Come check it out, it's free to join. Everyone have a great day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.